Hi, welcome to Nurture Our Nature Counseling. I'm Hilke and I'm a holistic counselor and wellness coach. And I work with many gorgeous mums. And I work with mums who often have kids who don't have it easy in life. And yesterday, one of my beautiful clients came in and started crying because she had shouted at her teenage daughter again. And we've been working on this for a little while, and she's already reduced her shouting at the kids by so much, but she was really distraught because she's a fantastic mum. And yeah, if you're a mum, you'd probably do anything for your kids, and so would she. And yet again, she had sort of slipped up and shouted at her beautiful girl and was beating herself up about it. And she's not the only one. Many of my clients can relate to this. Many do cry about it because it is so distressing, because they are such loving people and loving mums, and they are thoughtful and kind and just want to do things right. And then life happens. They are stressed, they are time poor, in a rush, and their kid does something that kids do, not so nice, not appropriate at the time, and rather than reacting like the Buddhist goddess they are or whatever, they end up shouting at the kids. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone by saying Buddhist goddess. It just came to me. I mean, like, they are not like a wonder of meditation and calm in this circumstance. And because I see this so much, I thought you might be able to relate to that as well. And there is a pattern, of course. And one thing to focus on, and one thing that people think to focus on, is when does it happen? What are the patterns? How does it happen? What are the circumstances? And yeah, that is really useful. Look at the when, look at the how, look at the why from the outside. But, and my big but or and is that look at yourself, because it's not the circumstances doing the shouting. It's not the patterns doing the shouting or the blowing up. It's something inside of you. So next time this happens, just look at the inside. Look at where you are. And you won't be able to do that in this circumstance. Just if you can, then wonderful, you've caught yourself. But afterwards, start off by sending yourself some kindness and self-love, if you are able to do that. Take a deep breath, and rather than having your thoughts go round and round, beating yourself up, telling yourself you must try harder, just send yourself some self-love and look at how you were feeling inside. Because if trying harder worked, it would have worked by now, right? So how were you feeling? Because if you had been feeling calm in the moment, if you had been feeling grounded in yourself, even though you were rushed, it would have never happened, would it? So look at how you were feeling inside before it happened, and then feel yourself into the lead up of this situation. And I think this is really extra important for many of the beautiful neurodivergent women I work with, and the deep feeling, highly sensitive women, because very often we have a lot of sensitivity for everyone around us and not for ourselves. And by the time you feel that you're exhausted, frazzled, stressed, you've been feeling that way for a while and it's too late. So you've probably been running on empty and been stressed and frazzled for a while in the lead up to this without probably noticing. So every time a situation like this happens, afterwards, when you're starting to calm down, taking a deep breath, sending yourself some love, and then with this compassion, start looking at what happened from the inside. So that is one step. And then, of course, there are internal patterns stemming from childhood, and that is something that's probably best done together with someone who does that all the time, who's trained in this. So with my clients, we then look at their childhood, often safely look at the trauma they have experienced as children and that they never ever wanted to pass on. And together we can often dissolve that and then break that cycle. And then there are these other tools that you can use. You can practice being calm in other situations. Start first in low stakes situations. Start when you're feeling well and grounded, and practice, notice. And then by this pattern of noticing, you will also notice the more difficult situations. And I'm going to record another video with a little practical tool that you can use in these situations. And I invite you to look at that video too, because all of these tiny steps will add up, and they add up to the you that you want to be. So it's not just one quick fix all, cure all, do the right thing or find the magic potion or whatever. It is going to be a whole individual pot of tools or things, strategies that you use that will help you in your situation. And that is very, very useful for many of my clients. They find their triggers, they find their reasons, they find their patterns, their trauma, and then we work on each of those individually, separately, to create a big whole, to make them feel better in their skin and create a family environment that is so much more relaxed and just a joy for everyone to be in, that safe haven that the family should be. So if you like this, if you can relate in any way, please leave me a comment. I would love to know what you thought of this. Feel free to give me a ring or book a 15-minute free consultation, no strings attached. I would love to just hear from you. And if you could just hit like on the little button below and maybe subscribe to my channel, that would be so helpful. Thank you so much and see you soon.